Yeah, I can tell you this. It's simple. Me personally, I don't condone any hate um, to any kind, to any race, to Jewish communities, to Black communities, to Asian communities. You guys know where I stand, and it's part of the reason why I didn't air the shop episode, why we kicked that, out of the archives, because it was hate conversation going on there, and I don't represent that. There's no place in this world for it. Nobody can benefit from that, and I believe what Kyrie did caused some harm to a lot of people, and he has since over the last, I think today or was it yesterday, he apologized, but he caused some harm, and I think it's unfortunate, but I don't stand on the position to harm people when it comes to your voice or your platform or anything. And so it doesn't matter what color your skin is, how tall you are, what position you are in. If you are promoting or soliciting or saying harmful things to any community that harm people, then I don't respect it. I don't condone it.
Considering
he had a lot to say.
Yeah, he had a lot to say, but then again, welcome everybody. This is Overtime 93 over here at Flight Room TV. Me, Remy, please, and
Corey Mo.
Yeah. So LeBron had a whole lot to say as far as, and this is I want to get off this topic eventually because I feel like we covered it the past 3 episodes, but hopefully this is the last bit of it. But LeBron,
new stuff keep coming out.
Yeah. I mean, clearly he always feels entitled to say things when his higher ups tell him to say stuff. But when it's other issues in the world, he pretty much has nothing to say. So I don't know. But the thing is, he's using the same illusion as far as saying oh, Kyrie said harmful things. Kyrie is doing for harmful things. The man ain't say nothing. All he did was share this tweet.
A link. He tweeted a link.
He tweeted this, and then people took that and ran with it. He didn't say nothing harmful.
Literally, he didn't even comment on the joint.
Right.
He just left
he tweeted that link. Yeah. And it's I don't know, he left it up for, I mean, this is what you're supposed to do. Actually, you're supposed to see things, take it, ingest it, and, apply it to, if you want to subscribe to the notions, cool. If not, you ain't got to. Why are people so sensitive? I mean, that's another topic in itself, but I don't know. LeBron blows me. And when he does shit like this, it's clearly you're a gatekeeper. You're the boule. When you move like this, clearly, you have an agenda, you're getting orders. You're the little knight, on the chess piece, taking care of the pawns. Clearly.
Yeah. And I think he kind of backtracked. He sent a tweet, I think it was yesterday or today or whatever. Him and Shannon Sharp, I was saying they kind of backtracking now because there's people standing with Kyrie. It's a lot of folks standing with Kyrie now. Shoot, I even seen crazy Candace Owens. I ain't gonna call it crazy, but a lot of the stuff that they do show of her, it could be considered a little off the rail. But yeah, and then it's crazy basically the list of stuff that he has to do now to get back into the league. Right. I don't understand. I think somebody was basically saying they're trying to emasculate him basically.
He has to do all 6 things. He has to apologize and condemn the movie. I mean, he apologized. Why he has to condemn it? Even though you know, there's parts of the movie that people probably don't agree with, but that's like anything you watch, anything that's, you know what I mean, read or watch, like nothing is law. You know what I mean?
And I don't like, and it's not even a movie; it's a documentary.
Right.
Somebody put years of research in to create this documentary and write the book. Well, it was first a book, but you know,
right. But any type of like, you know, textbook or, you know, literary piece or article or research paper, it's not law. It's up for debate. Yeah. So
exactly. And they got the what they got. That's crazy. He has to donate 500,000 to anti-hate. Didn't he? Wasn't he silently donating money to the Black Lives Matter and stuff like that?
Which
he
probably regrets.
Yeah, it's like, come on now. And he got to do anti-Semitic training, sensitivity training, meet with the ADL Jewish leaders, meet with Joe Say to demonstrate understand. Who is that anyway? Like,
is he the owner?
This is crazy. And I seen it. What is it? The American Jewish Committee or something like that. Now I seen them. They were trying to petition to get Amazon to drop the documentary, you know, and that's also that tells you something. That tells you something. Like this, it must be something in that documentary, because I don't know if you watched. I watched the whole. It was the whole 3 hours and some change. Whole 3 hours and some change, and I did not see or hear that one anti-Semitic trope or whatever. I feel like if you consider that documentary anti-Semitic, you did not watch it. You did not watch it at all.
See, I kind of like, it was like the background while I was doing stuff, so I didn't like totally dive in and, you know, cross-reference everything. So like
that's one of them things you gotta take notes.
Yeah, like, because
take notes.
I seen, like, for the most part, and we're gonna get back on LeBron and his boule ass, but for the most part in the documentary, we talking about Hebrews to Negroes. For the most, like, compelling stuff in there is like they were talking about how you can like trace language, trace like phenotypes and genealogy and all that type stuff back to you know
it was
the root
research.
Yeah,
mad research done, and that's crazy.
I don't know.
Like I said, they're trying to get that joint removed, but you know what's for sale on Amazon? Mein Kampf. Can't nothing be more anti-Semitic than the Hitler autobiography. But
that's would be because like as far as like society and entertainment, Hollywood is in love with Nazi and Hitler and all that shit. Like I even looked on IMDb the other day, and there's 76 titles,
plenty of it,
with Nazi movies. Like y'all love this shit. Like cut it out. So I don't see, like, artistically, you can, you know, that's based off like loose facts and all that shit. Like y'all love it, but somebody can't come with facts and I don't know. It's disturbing. Even like with slave movies, like Hollywood loves that shit. Like every fucking So I don't get it.
Yeah, and also I feel like this going on, it kind of proves Kanye's point as far as folks in charge, you know. And
yeah, for sure.
So it's crazy, but yeah, definitely they have Hitler's memoirs for sale on Amazon, but ain't nobody pushing to remove that. So that tells me there definitely must be some factual information in this documentary. Definitely factual.
That being factual, I just think like you're not even allowed to think outside the box. That's what it sounds like. It's like, oh, hold up, like you're barking up the wrong tree. Like, you know, wind that shit back.
Right.
So,
right. Kyrie has the freedom to wake up and identify as a woman, but he does not have the freedom to
Yeah,
wake up and
facts.
identify as a Hebrew.
Yeah,
So,
they got people fucking identifying as cats and shit, fucking a
mhm,
potato, whatever. But you can't, you can't
mhm.
align yourself with being Hebrew.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm telling you. Watch the documentary. It got to be something in there that folks
Yeah,
don't want them to see, want us to see.
yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. Even like, and I'm like fascinated with like human origin and all that shit too. So it's like,
Hmm.
seeing where you can like trace people like all the way back is interesting.
Right,
Even if you like even if it's not like 100% right. It's like it's still
right.
interesting how they, connect the dots. And
Exactly.
that's
This man
that's
is
what
being
yeah.
punished for trying to trace his heritage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I seen Jason Williams get up out there and went on live and had something good to say, but I was like, where was he? I mean, he was kind of defending Kyrie like on like
Hmm.
the little morning shows on ESPN, but I was like, he need to say exactly what he said in this live on ESPN, so like people can like cool the fuck out.
Yeah. You,
But
you
yeah,
think you think maybe he was already on the NBA bad side because he was refusing the vaccine and stuff.
yeah, it's clearly
Yeah.
like he drew his line in the sand, and
Hmm.
they already made him to be crazy. You know what I mean? Kyrie, like, why won't you just do it, Kyrie? Like, come on, it's just a shot. It's just your life. You know what I mean? And they try to, round him up in the whole flat earth thing. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
that
they did?
also,
Okay.
yeah, that was like a while ago.
All right.
Said it was crazy then, but that kind of like, people that do like talk about flat earth, also align it with, biblical texts and all that. So I could see, how
Yeah.
all this is starting to connect for him.
Yeah. Yeah, they referred to a lot of scripture in that documentary too. A lot of scripture. A lot of scripture. Yeah.
Yeah.
That also might be upsetting some folks. That's what it say. That's what it say in the scriptures. Mhm.
Yeah. But speaking about LeBron, Playboy,
Mhm.
Boule member. Y'all can
Mhm.
look that up. Clearly, you know what I mean? He's pledging his allegiance.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he looked like the only dude that looked like him there.
And his one security guard.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
yeah.
I don't know, bro. Looking a
Mm.
little.
I seen something.
You see this?
Are they praying or
I don't know.
or
Maybe
they
making
just
an
holding
offer.
hands? Oh no, because yeah, his eyes open. He not praying. You're supposed to close your eyes when you pray.
That looked like a while ago. His hair looked a little thicker.
What did I seen something. I came across something earlier this week, and they were saying like how a lot of the rich and wealthy black folks, whether it's whatever type of entertainer, sports star, if you're mega, whatever, they all have like a Jewish friend. I don't want to say like a hand or anything, but they all have like a Jew. They're all friends with at least one Jewish person,
Yeah.
and you'll see pictures like that, you know, stuff
Atlanta
like
had an
that.
episode about that.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta be having a lot of I told you they be having a lot of foreshadowing. It's like, oh, you ain't doing it until you have a Jewish artist or something like that. Like they flip the page.
Hmm.
Like now you need to sign a Jewish artist.
Hmm. Mm.
So I just looked this dude's name up that he was with. LeBron. Okay. What is this?
This
This
was
was on
some
the scene.
rabbis.
Yeah. LeBron holds hands with known rabbi during Jewish NYC wedding. Jewish billionaire's son. So they just, who previously served a year in prison in 2014 after being convicted of bribing an Israeli police officer.
Huh.
A well-known Kabbalist rabbi. So he's in the mystic arts. I don't know, my guy.
Hmm.
In 2010, LeBron reportedly sought spiritual guidance from Pinto during the big merchandising meeting that took place on a private yacht. That was probably that other picture. It looked like that was on a yacht.
Yeah, because it looked kind of tight in there.
Mm-hmm. In 2014, Pinto helped connect Michael Grimm, a former Republican congressman from New York, with some of his wealthy followers. Some of their donations, as much as $300K, were sent in legal ways. Grimm would wind up serving time for tax evasion. They ain't too sharp. Well, he may be a little deeper than we know.
You're hearing there. He got too much money.
Yeah.
Too much. He started with too much out of high school.
Yeah, especially getting tattoos like this. Sigma Pi Phi, Boule. The Gatekeepers. I don't think that's an accident.
No.
That is a griffin. One hand on the urn.
I'm
gonna look up like members of like.
And I watched that whole Eyes Wide Shut joint.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. That joint was. It was wild. It was wild. It was wild. I don't know why cuz didn't ask to join. So they wouldn't mess with him.
He was kind of like simple.
Yeah.
Trying to find like an updated list of who's in it.
The Boule.
It was where they call themselves Archons or Archons.
Artrons?
Mm-hmm. Like members, they call themselves Archons.
Huh. I ain't heard that.
You know, Archons, like, they say, like, they kind of like siphon your energy.
Huh.
Or Archons, what they call them. They literally call these niggas the Black Skull and Bones.
Oh. I must join.
Oh my gosh.
I must join.
I can't find an updated list. I'm sure it's somewhere.
He definitely on that joint.
Something I did look up earlier though about the Boule. Like when you throw it in the translator, it say ball. But is that like the ball from like ball? You know what I mean? Like the entity ball?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like this ball?
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's also in Hebrew. That's in Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
Was the title an honorific meaning of owner, lord?
Is it
in the Northwest Semitic languages.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Interesting, LeBron. Come on, LeBron. Just every time, like I don't know, that's like Shannon Sharp and like when everybody Shaq, you already know he's probably definitely bootleg because he was like he's a Q, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think like all like Prince
Oh, yeah.
Hall type affiliations is affiliated with that bootleg stuff, but
Mm,
you could just notice like anytime somebody put their neck out for the sake of the opposite side is like clearly what I mean, why are you playing middleman?
hmm.
Like if somebody's tripping or acting crazy, like let them be crazy. If y'all
Right.
say like why you got to put your neck out in front of them and like stop the bullet, it's like come on y'all. And then
Mhm.
what's crazy is like everybody will follow in line and be like, you know what I mean, and just repeat these same headlines and these same narratives over and over
Mhm.
and over and over again. It's like you can't fucking have conversations with people because you can immediately when I be having conversations with people like at work or outside of work, I'm like, oh okay, you read the news or you read headlines, you read shade room or some shit like that. Like it's
Right.
instantly like as soon as they open their mouth, it's like okay, that's a headline. Like
Yeah.
you're not capable of like formulating your own ideas.
Hmm. And not getting all the details. Just
Yeah,
reading that headline.
right.
Mm.
It's like oh, Kyrie's anti-Semitic. Like nigga, you don't even know what fucking anti-Semitic is,
Hmm.
and also why the fuck do you care? And it's like what's weird? It's like for the last I don't know this whole police brutality and Black Lives movement and everything. It's like if you looking from like the outside, the white man's been getting dragged in the news, right? As a
Hmm.
whole,
Hmm.
even if like if you were a supporter of Trump and you're like a white man, it's like oh boom, you automatically racist. That's what like the mainstream narrative is, right?
Right.
Am I tripping? Okay, that's the mainstream narrative. But
Right.
you can categorize people like that, right? But Kanye or Kyrie can't categorize, Jewish hierarchy and like,
Hmm.
entertainment and shit like that. That's weird to me. It's like we
Nah.
can society as a people can condemn white man as a whole, but you can't condemn Jewish
The,
people.
the religion. You can't do the
Yeah,
religion. Yeah.
it's
Yeah. It's
weird.
got to be.
Ain't that
Yeah.
weird though?
Yeah.
But they white, so it's like why can't you not I'm either way is wrong, right? But I'm just saying
Right.
how if you just stand back and look at it, it's like okay, white people have been not even white people, white men have been like just dragged, like
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Because like Trump and police and all that type shit. So all of them got bunched in this basket and got dragged. But these two people that's in the they see the side of business and whatever, and they just point out some you know pretty much based on facts. But
Facts.
yeah, but it's it's they get fucking million stripped. They get dragged through the
Yeah.
media. Kyrie get his 6 lashes. That shit look like some goddamn Willie Lynch shit. So it's like,
It's too descriptive. It's too
yeah,
descriptive. You
but
can say
not
a
really
white
though, because
man,
all he
but
did
you
was
can't
tweet
say
something. All he did was tweet something, so it's not
right,
really descriptive. He's just like,
right,
okay,
right, right.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
hmm It's
That's
weird.
wild.
And then when you look up Semitic, this is on Oxford Dictionary.
I just had this argument.
Yeah, it says relating to or denoting a family of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, or Aramaic, sorry, and certain
Mhm.
ancient languages such as Phoenician, Akkadian, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic family.
Exactly.
Where does that
But
say
then
about? Yeah,
exactly. So the rebuttal I was given was uh the term anti-Semitic was, I think it was coined during what do you call it, the Holocaust or whatever. It was coined back then. So basically, I get it. Only it's the term Semitic is basically being hijacked, but it's just right now. If you say anti-Semitic, it basically just means you're you're against the Jewish people, but so they're basically excluding all these other.
This has nothing to do with religion or what I mean.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Even the second one, it says relating to the peoples who speak Semitic languages, especially Hebrew or Arabic.
Exactly. Now look up anti-Semitic.
All right,
It's
let's
just
see.
it's confusing. It makes no sense because we was taught in school the root word is Semitic, and we added on
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like what? This don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. But I guess
First thing to pop out is Kyrie still won't apologize.
the
All right, so
man already apologized.
anti-Semitic, you right? It
Huh?
says relating to or characterized by anti-Semitism, feeling or showing hostility toward feeling, so even feelings, or showing hostility toward or discrimination against Jews as a cultural, racial, or ethnic group.
See,
So, okay, but at the same time, you're saying cultural, racial. So if Kyrie feels that he's probably racially connected to, original Hebrews, then how can he be
Mhm.
anti-Semitic?
That is the $1,000,000 question, and they trying to drag him through the mud. Like I said, they trying to punish this man for trying to trace his heritage. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Wow.
And so the only Semitics that matter are who. So
I wouldn't
told
even
you.
say that. It's like, regardless, is like, even if he was just like a slightly off, like
Hmm.
even if it was like just a complete minority practicing but it's okay. I can't even say that because it's like you can practice being Jewish, but at the same time you are Hebrew by blood. So it's like
Exactly. And I think that's the main point out of the documentary. That probably where the anti-Semitic label is coming from, because it's basically saying that the today Jewish people are um, converts, religious converts, and matter of fact, there was a quote from what was it, Egyptian president, speaking on the problems in Israel or whatever, but I forgot his name. But he said that the problem with Israel is the
is it like
uh,
Walla Heed? I remember he was a president. Go ahead,
it,
my fault.
it might have
Yeah.
been something like that. But he said the problem with Israel is the Jews left black and came back white. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what Cuz said.
That's wild.
So I encourage
Uh
y'all to watch this documentary.
I seen Billy Carson had a nice little quick podcast, and he was highlighting the ancient
Hmm.
like Hebrew people of Ethiopia, and
I gotta
how
check
you
him
can
out.
connect a lot of their heritage to like the original Jews and all that stuff. So
Oh yeah,
yep.
I'm gonna have to check his
Mhm.
trying on too. Shoot,
And there's
yeah,
even
man.
like there's like uh a black Jewish female that's running for some type of office in Israel right now.
Uh huh.
So she's trying to like pave a
Interesting.
way, and because it's a lot of ethnic people, and in a lot of places of the world where you can't really practice your own religion. So
Right.
she's trying to pave a way to make that road a little easier. It's interesting to know that we talk
Mhm.
about Kanye and these hurdles that they're running to right now and being taken
Mhm.
out of their position of fashion and all that stuff. Adidas gave him the big clip, and Nike's they said they suspended his contract, but I think they're eventually going to kick Kyrie
Kyrie.
out. Yeah, but
Yeah.
did you know Adidas, started on that? You know what I mean? They started on that tip. Adidas founders Adi and
Oh, they
Rudy
started with the
Dassler,
Nazi party? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
were members of the Nazi Party in 1933.
Wow. That's wild. Wow. That
This
is
is Time
crazy.
magazine. Yep,
That makes no damn sense. That's why they about to go bankrupt because there wasn't nothing selling over there by Yeezys anyway. They
exactly.
about to
He
go
was like
bankrupt.
60% of their income.
They stupid. Mm. What the I seen a Dr. Umar clip with he was talking about what Kanye need to do is link up with Kyrie and they need to put their own shoes out.
But bruh, that's what Kyrie. So that's what be telling. LeBron is Boule. He's a gatekeeper because Kyrie was saying during the lockout or
Hmm.
whatever during like Corona or I think there was a lockout or before they came back from Corona. It's probably in between those two times. But he was saying like, bruh, we don't. Oh, it's when all the fucking wild shit was happening as far as like police brutality
Yeah.
during the lockout, George Floyd shit. So he's like, we don't need like we can start our own league. And then, what I mean, people were kind of listening, but it was like, you know what I mean, Kyrie's still on that flat earth shit. You know what I'm saying? How they paint the
Yeah.
picture of the man. But, eventually, remember people were like walking off the floor and shit
Yeah.
during the bubble.
Uh-huh.
And then LeBron, organized where people came out and played. You could tell he's a gatekeeper. They just, threw some fucking sayings on the back of his shirt, on a Nike shirt, and everything was all good.
Yeah. End
And
racism.
yeah, and so be it. So be it. That was LeBron last championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wasn't Kobe kind of on the same tip as like Kyrie? I feel
To
like he
start his
was.
own.
Yeah, I
Nah,
feel like I seen something where he was trying to start his own
um,
and do
Kobe
his
was
own.
boule too.
He was boule too.
He was boule too, but I heard he was bucking the system as far as like uh the pharmaceutical companies and shit. He was suing a big pharmaceutical company.
Huh.
Something to look into. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. I mean, that was like, the proof in the pudding is like, people, they had a chance to actually make a statement, what I mean, with their celebrity. But
Hmm.
LeBron was like, as the spokesperson, as the face of the NBA, nah, just throw some fucking sands on the back of a t-shirt. Let's do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's get this championship with nobody here.
Mhm.
Gatekeeper.
You think Jordan was a gatekeeper? You think he in a boule
I think Jordan's boule.
or he on his own lane?
Jordan's in the fraternity, right? I think he a
Don't
QT.
ask me. Is he? It might be.
I need my own goddamn fact checker in this bitch. Yeah.
we got to hire a fact checker.
Yeah. That's why I be coming out with them colors.
The purple.
Yeah, there you go.
He a dog.
Hmm.
I almost did it. Yeah, he said. Yeah.
I want to say he boule. And does he completely own the Hornets?
I don't think so.
And that's how you know Jay-Z boule too, because when they talk about Washington
Oh
Redskins
yeah,
/
he's trying to get
Commanders,
the Commanders. Him and
Jay-Z.
Amazon,
But that's
Bezos.
what I'm saying. Jay-Z don't remember Jay-Z was a minority owner of the Nets, and they was having them fronts center court every goddamn game saying,
Oh yeah.
and then Jay-Z, Nixon, that's, see me at blah, 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 blah. This nigga was like a 0.01% owner.
Well, It's to get people to. It's to get asses in seats.
No, because he's a gatekeeper. He's Boule.
Yeah, I mean, hey, but it's to get people. They got the right person over there, right?
No, he's just like
It's gonna be the
Jay-Z
same
with the
thing
whole.
if he come over with the Commanders, him and Bezos.
Listen,
Boy,
no, he's just
that's
a
gonna get folks
face. He's a face. He's a gatekeeper. Just like with the
Yeah.
whole when the shit was going down with the whole the whole movement and shit. And then Jay-Z get out in front of it and it was like, all right, y'all, chill out with this whole Colin Kaepernick shit. Like we ain't gotta take these knees. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Just like if you just watch their moves and then pay attention to who's in that shit, it's clear as day. Mm-hmm. It's clear as day who's part of the shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, okay, it's not that bad, y'all. It's not that bad. Come on,
it's not that bad. Y'all making millions. Relax.
Yeah, come on. It's not that bad. Let's do this. Let's let's tip this ball off. Let's come on. It's not that bad. Who y'all want at halftime? Come on.
Y'all want Riri? Y'all want Riri?
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, relax. All right.
And then he'll drop something like on a bar. It's like, see what I did. I'm getting my way on the man. Like some stupid shit like that. It's like, nigga, you're still in their system. You know what I mean? It's like nothing. You still don't own anything. You just playing ball.
My man, Jigga.
But that's exactly what it is, though. If y'all really want to like go deep into the like Boule shit, y'all gotta look at some of Steve Coakley's lectures, and he'll break all that shit down. Steve Coakley, OG lecturer.
Let me look him up. Steve Coakley.
And even a young dude right now, it's like UBTV. He do real good jumps.
He look like Billy Carson.
Steve Coakley?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I fuck with Steve Coakley. He be going in, he be cussing and shit. Not like Bobby Hemmett, but he be cussing like shit.
I like Bobby Hemmett.
Bobby be going the fuck off.
Hey, he pouring up the libations.
Yeah.
Pouring up the
later
libations.
on, but early on he ain't be pouring up like that. But later on he was pouring up. Did you also know Hugo Boss was in that shit too? They was making all them like the official jumps. That's why they were so fresh. If you look at like Inglourious Bastards, and they had them fresh like overcoats and shit like that with the boots and the straps and shit like that. Yeah. Hugo Boss was in there, part of the Nazi party. They came back and apologized. Did Adidas ever apologize? I don't know.
But they ain't had to donate $500,000.
Exactly.
And meet with the Jewish leaders.
But this is what I think. Like Adidas might have been like just an equal opportunist though, because they said they set up prior to that shit, right? But they also gave Jesse Owens some shoes, and he beat their ass in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
You know who got a funny joke about this? Bill Burr, funny ass comedian. When he was
Bill Burr, I know that name.
He used to be on.
Go ahead, give me the joke.
I don't know the joke, but he was like, Hitler was trying to like create like a superior race, and then he was like, I think we already did that, and then he just how they just got destroyed in the Olympics, and Hitler he's like, imagine that car ride home with Hitler in there, and you just got destroyed by Jesse Owens in them. He just maxing on you in the limo. But yeah,
slapping folks.
But yeah, these companies, I'm pretty sure there's like, I think like Bayer like profited off of the whole Nazi movement. I think Bayer was even making like super wild like gases, like gas chambers and shit like that. Could correct me on that, but I don't know.
It don't surprise me.
But I think Bayer is now, matter of fact, Bayer is Monsanto. So Bayer's been around for a brick.
So have the Bushes.
And they was also part of this. Whole Prescott Bush. Okay, so we can go on to the next. Speaking of Prescott Bush and the CIA, remember when Kanye was talking about how he possibly had handlers on, or even he was talking about how over there Corey was a plant,
Yeah.
and he would like drop like handlers or whatever and shit like that. Hold on, I got a little clip too.
Yeah. I was like, damn, why you got to have my name?
Let me see. Okay, here we go.
Dove is from American Apparel. Okay. But I'm talking about put out my White Lives Matter tee. The White Lives Matter tee don't say nothing. It don't say DEF CON or nothing on it, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, put it out. And he's telling me like, yo, I want you to visit the Holocaust Museum. And I was like, yo, I want you to visit Planned Parenthood. That's our Holocaust Museum. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, I put my life on this at this point. They've been fucking with me too long. They put the crazy narrative out there. My Jewish trainer, Harley Pasternak, who's Lizzo's trainer, right, put it out when I went to the hospital, put it in the press. Oh, I got a bunch of friends who went to the hospital. It didn't go to the press. They did that just like they did in the documentary on the 3rd episode to say, we love Ye like the rest of y'all. We know he a genius like the rest of y'all, but sometimes you got to turn the camera off on him. Right. So they'll go again.
All right, so boom. He said Harley Pasternak, right? Tried playing like he was crazy. Mm-hmm. All right, so did a little deep digging, and because Kanye was also tweeting about this guy Harley Pasternak, and this Kanye's currently suspended right now on Twitter, and people really didn't find out because I hope this is true, but Alex Jones' wife said that he was suspended off Twitter. So are they talking, him and Alex Jones? That'll be lit. Anyway.
Who, Ye?
Yeah, right. Kanye says what should be obvious by now is that I was raised to stand for my truth regardless of the consequences. So I will say this again. I was mentally misdiagnosed and nearly drugged out of my mind to make me a manageable, well-behaved celebrity. Now, we had, a survivor of MK Ultra on the show, our girl Penny, and she said chemically, yes, they were, fucking with her. She had handlers around her. Now, let's look at this text below from Harley Pasternak. Harley Pasternak said, I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words. Everything that is discussed is based in fact and not some crazy stuff that your dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet or maybe in a documentary. Second option, I have you institutionalized again, keyword again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to Zombieland forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same.
Wow.
Sound like he was drugged, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Who was this Harley dude?
Harley Pasternak. This guy is a celebrity.
I thought it was a TMZ dude. Okay.
Nah, Harley, not Harvey.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Right. And if you can remember, I'm about to connect the dots right here. If you can remember, at the time of the shit, Kanye was hospitalized. This is 2016. Handcuffed, remember? He went away for a while.
Oh, Kanye.
According to law enforcement sources, cops responded to a call for a welfare check on Kanye around 1:20 p.m. Pacific time. He was at his trainer Harley Pasternak's home at the time and was acting erratically. We're told police called LA Fire, and by the time paramedics arrived, Kanye was calmer, but still resistant to going to the hospital. We're told everyone, his management and law enforcement convinced him it was the best to go. Law enforcement sources tell Kanye was handcuffed to a gurney during transfer to the hospital as standard protocol. Now,
That's crazy.
yeah. So Harley
Everybody
Pass-
that's not a doctor is telling you to go to the hospital.
So Harley Pasternak was part of this is on Wiki. And they're kind of like erasing some of his wiki at the moment. He was part of the Defense Research Board. So what they said, this is kind of like close to also the Defense Research and Development Branch, which is pretty much the DOD of Canada. Like this was his way in. All right.
So what exactly is he now?
He's like a celebrity fitness instructor, a trainer, but they saying he's Lizzo's trainer, but the bitch is still big. So like, how's successful is he? So maybe he's just a handler. That's the connection I'm trying. Maybe he's just a handler. Yeah. So
that makes sense.
Matter of fact. So this is him.
Would you mind so we can just diffuse this and, you know, just a quick statement, is he good? A thumbs up?
Is this during a workout or? I know his fans are going to be worried, we're just going to check in. Thank you.
Okay, we can reach his publicist. Alright.
Is there anything you want people to know about what happened? It's going to be recorded, so.
Sorry, how long have you trained Kanye? Sorry, guys. Cool. Sure, you can't say anything, just is he okay? Do you know if he's breathing?
Is that accurate? That is a psychiatric evaluation? It's just for precautions?
What's weird is like, why is TMZ always there? And that's go the same shit with like the whole Takeoff Amigo shit. Like, why is TMZ just always there at, like on time? I don't know. Either way, but this dude Harley Pasternak, right? How did I'm gonna ask you a question, Corey? How do you suspect like people brainwash people? Like, just from your expertise, how do people brainwash people from like Charles Manson to these serial shooters to you know what I mean? I don't know, Born Identity, all that shit. Like what's the common denominator? You frozen too. Oh shit. All right, we rolling. So fuck. Anyway, I'm gonna play some more clips while he get back in the studio.
One emergency, Departamento de Policía, 652.
PD, hold on, sir. Sir,
sure,
PD, this
sure.
is number 97. I have you're his doctor, sir, is that correct?
Yes, correct. Yeah, I'm actually one of his doctors. I'm just calling for my cell phone request if we can have some police backup, because I don't think the paramedics, you know,
are you there now with him? So let me connect this with the police. If you can bring both,
yeah, because I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized. So I wouldn't just do the police by itself. I think he needs to.
Okay, what is the medical condition he's having, sir?
Weapons involved or in the area? No other weapons. No. And you're his doctor or therapist? Yeah, correct, doctor.
PD, I'm 868. I'm number 97.
No, he doesn't want that. You guys are responding.
PD, we're going to go ahead and respond and stand by for you.
All right, 652, and it's going to be 2447. Yeah, and as I said, I
68 PD, and I'm 97. And both stand by for your clearance.
Okay, we'll do, sir. Okay, sir, if you can just keep an eye on him, just try to.
He's here with us.
Don't let him get any weapons or anything like that. If anything changes, if he does become physically combative between now and when the police and/or paramedics get their calls back immediately at 911.
Will do. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, FJ.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, but the question I was asking.
Go ahead.
The question is, how does one use like mind control over somebody? As far as I said, like I gave examples like
brainwash.
Yeah, brainwash.
Brainwash somebody.
Charles Manson, or you know what I mean, or.
And I don't know what happened to my connection, but yeah. So I would think almost like well, we don't even have to say Trump, but yeah, I feel like if you tell a lie long enough, it soon becomes truth or whatever. So you can just keep repeating certain things, whatever I don't know, whatever end goal you're trying to get, what you want this person to think of as truth. You can just keep running that back and forth.
How does somebody chemically brainwash somebody?
Chemically?
Yeah.
That I can't answer. Whatever chemicals you give them, whatever
drugs,
some LSD
drugs.
or something.
And there we go. CIA invented LSD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all right, so part of this, Defense Research Board that I was telling you about, that's similar to the CIA, used these type of agents,
LSD and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see 1951 in there. Yeah, that back in the day. Yeah, that was a go. That was they didn't care who they was putting that. They didn't care who they was testing the LSD on. There was, if you was available, ready and willing.
Now look at this interview with your boy Harley Pasnick, and this looks like Lance Armstrong, and this is probably the last motherfucker I want to talk about using drugs and shit. But
lucky enough to have him as my graduate advisor, and the area that I was interested in was how drugs and food affect muscular performance. And
when you say drugs, was that like performance enhancing drugs, or are they
all kinds of drugs?
Oh, right. Okay.
So working for the military, I wasn't governed by the same laws that the typical person was, so I could look at the impact of certain drugs that are not everyday things. So we looked at a drug called modafinil, which was for narcoleptics. So if you give a soldier this drug, how long could they stay awake for without having any health detriment?
Is that used now as one of these brain drugs? I've heard the name before somewhere.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Modafinil, it will keep you awake, but it's not a stimulant.
Really?
So if a special forces person has to stay awake for 3 nights waiting for the right opportunity to do whatever they have to do, we could give them modafinil and it would keep them alert. I did research on a drug called acetazolamide, which is for use at high altitude, so you don't get altitude sickness.
So yeah, you keeping people up for days on end. That sounds like sleep deprivation. That's a tactic that they use.
That sounds like cocaine, my brother.
That sounds like something they use in like Guantanamo Bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they said Kanye, his outburst was a result of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
So he kept this man up for probably 3, 4, 5, 6 days straight with his fucking modafinil, whatever the fuck he was using. Come on, man.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He got handlers. I think that he's now waking up. It's the reason why he posting all this shit and saying all this shit. He's waking up. It's like, okay, this guy is like he was ex-military, ex-DOD, probably, some form of CIA as far as Canada is concerned. Come over here in Hollywood and ingratiate himself with the fucking Hollywood, black elites or whatever. He has a long list too. His client list is like Justin Bieber, Brittany Murphy, took a L, Justin Bieber got the fucking Two-Face shit going on right now. But yeah, so you like ingratiates himself with all these fucking Hollywood elites. And is he like the handler? Is he like the puppet master pulling the strings? Because he's pretty much CIA.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
And this motherfucker got a Wii game.
No.
He got a Wii game.
Wow.
Yeah, see? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see. I always thought, like, you know what I mean, like handlers and, you know what I mean, I didn't know they had like forms of, you know, people were just had like odd jobs like that. I always thought it was like managers, you know what I'm saying? But handler could be your fitness instructor,
secretary.
Like
well, not your secretary, but your what they be having?
Administrative personal.
Yeah,
personal assistant, like
yeah, that's
what
what I mean. Yeah, personal assistant. Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
It looks like it, or your spouse.
Yeah,
could
be.
But yeah, that I mean, and he was talking about this shit in the Drink Champs, and people just dismissed it, and they took the interview off because of he said, you know what I mean, XYZ about, you know what I mean, certain executives of a certain faith. So they took all that shit down. But not this little bit. They didn't question why Lizzo has a trainer, but she's still big. And the same trainer is drugging people.
You see the video I sent you?
Of
on the gram. Pull it up. Put it up here.
Hold on, let me send it to the flyer room. Should I preface this?
No.
Just fuck it. Titties and all, huh?
No, it's a Democratic politician. A Jewish Democratic politician. Basically confirming what Kanye said.
Oh, it's a lot of people doing that too.
Jews are too powerful. We're too strong. We're too. We control the media. We have too much this. We have too much that, and we often apologetically deny our strength and our power. Don't do that. Don't do that. We have earned the. People say Jews are too powerful. We're too strong. We're too rich. We control the media. We have too much this. We have too much that, and we often apologetically deny our strength and our power. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
We have earned the right to influence public debate. We have earned the right to be heard. We have contributed disproportionately to the success of this country. Never.
Don't do that.
Proving Kanye point. And that is a politician. Proving a point. I don't know why they're trying to take those dollars.
That one young exec said, yeah, they are trying to, you know what I mean, diminish the community and all that type shit. I don't have that. Maybe I do.
No, I don't think I saw that one.
You did?
Pull it up.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, here you go. We just on the gram today.
That a rapper from Migos died, I just wanted to go ahead and make a video about something I have a unique experience in. So I directed a bunch of rappers, people like Gucci Mane, Snoop Dogg, Lil Yachty, the list goes on and on and on, okay? I learned a lot of things, and I have left the industry largely over my political beliefs, but there is something I want to impart to people to hopefully, make some sort of change happen. So I have a challenge to rappers, and I know some of you still follow me. I know a bunch of the celebrity blogs still follow me from trying to get news from music videos and things like that. So here's the truth. The truth is this: a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives. The record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death, drugs, and sex. Period. The industry is obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people, but they're encouraging you to push it on yours, and they're paying you handsomely to do it. The reality is, I know a lot of you. A lot of you are good people. You're family guys. You're not the image that you put out there to the world. Why? Why don't you be the example? Stand up. I challenge you. Be the example. Make music about the culture you want to see. Don't just get online today and talk about how, whenever a rapper makes it, his own people take him down. Don't just make those videos. Don't be sad. Don't rest in peace. None of that stuff. Mm-hmm. Be the change you want to see. Inspire it in your community. Reach out to other rappers and say, we have to stop. We're being used. You've been used for a long.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to stop it, but yeah, I agree. Like it's like we the minority, but yet we're the majority as far as like social influence, and we are pretty much the pawns. And it's just
we're the majority on the planet,
huh?
We are the majority on the planet.
You think so?
Period.
Do we move like that?
Exactly. That's the problem.
Why do you think?
Because of disinformation and religion. This is why I encourage people to watch this documentary. Why I encourage
What's that
people
going
to watch
to do? The
documentary. It might get somebody to like I said, it was nothing anti-Semitic about the documentary. If at the very least, the main point was to basically to show where your heritage was from, or to it was actually to direct Black people to get into the Judaism and the Judaism religion. So hold on, I'm pouring libations. Hold on.
I told you to stop spinning in that top.
But nah, man, it's definitely we don't move collective because of misinformation, and everybody has to have it's tribalism. Everybody has to have different labels, this and that. It's definitely an agenda to divide everyone. It's definitely an agenda to divide everyone. So,
okay,
that's why. That's why we're not moving collective. You got what they say. You had the civil rights, and then you had feminine rights, taking Black women away from the civil rights movements and stuff like that. It's definitely an agenda to divide the masses.
Yeah. Yep. And it's easy enough when you got your own people bringing you down.
Yeah. Especially if they got money.
LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. Especially if they already got money, they want to keep that money.
Exactly, they're the gatekeepers. They just want, they don't have a seat at the table. They just want to be at the table.
Mm-hmm. So I can see Kyrie retiring. Did he say it yet?
No, they say he met with Adam Silver today, and Adam Silver is like, he's definitely not anti-Semitic, but I still want to do these fucking 6 lashes in front of y'all. Shit.
He need to retire.
I don't know.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
you already good. You can do whatever you gotta do to
But
keep the
people
wealth
think,
moving.
yeah.
That
But
really good.
even if he do step out the limelight, it's like he gonna be forgotten because he don't have enough. You know what I mean? People that's like minded. That's in his group, which is crazy. It's like
The question is what would be the next step for him? Is basketball that important? Would he go, overseas, or would he stay here and do some other stuff, like link up with Kanye and make their own shoes, or get in
but
the
I think he
front?
can. I think you can stir the pot more loudly playing in the NBA, and you know what I mean, teetering that line than disappearing into
right.
oblivion and trying to, you know what I mean, make a voice. Because nobody's gonna be paying. It was like, nigga, you're one. Like, we still gotta. There's a big three in every city now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they trying to pay attention to. So, but if you have more people, I seen Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown was part of like the whole Adidas and Donda shit. But Jaylen Brown's probably like one of the only basketball player that kind of like supported Kyrie lately, but like for the most, nobody's saying shit. Nobody stand on nothing, man. Even with the whole, and that proved like with the whole vaccine shit. It's like nobody stand on nothing. Bradley Beal standing on it for a little bit.
He ended up getting a vaccine.
I think so. But I don't know, because Bradley Beal's in protocol right now, so maybe he didn't. But that's all it take. You gotta band together. It'll take some change to make some change, man.
Yeah.
Can't just luck boxing and shit. I don't know, man. It's just easier when everybody just want to follow the line.
Yeah. I sent you a Farrakhan video, so we can get kicked off this jump.
So we can.
Yeah.
Might as well.
We already getting shut down. Yeah. We already getting shut. We talking on the wrong subject today.
Right.
We already getting cut off. They cutting the water off, the electricity, everything.
But Farrakhan Boule too, so. Farrakhan is Boule. I don't know Boule precisely, but he's definitely what's the name? Masonic.
Afraid that you will discover the truth of yourself. They don't want you to find who you are, because once you know yourself, the next step is you gotta rise up from where you are to be yourself, and yourself is a noble person, a righteous person, a person that can be labeled the Son of God. The Bible says of us, ye are all God's children of the Most High God. So ye must have discovered something. He said, I am God. People that were interviewed, they don't talk like that. Why? Because you don't want us to identify with God. It's all right for us to call each other, yo, dog, how things going, dog? But each of us, Elijah Muhammad said, when you see a black man, you are looking at God. They are afraid that you.
Speaking on Ye and the documentary.
You think Kanye did something when he changed his name to Ye? Because like in the Bible, it's always Ye, Ye. You know what I'm saying? It don't like.
No, I don't think so. It's just Kanye. It's Kanye, and he just call me Ye. You know what what I'm saying? I don't know.
He
might be
big,
on to something though.
Big Christian buff, and so it's like, don't you?
Is that his? Is that the name his mama gave him?
Nah, Kanye is his name.
Just
His
what I'm saying.
government name.
That's the name his mama gave him.
Yeah, but like yay or ye means like, don't it mean like we or like you?
I think it means you.
You okay?
Like if I
right. So like all the shit that he getting
this, I'm
right. So like all this shit he getting dragged through the media is like, all right, so it's you. Like they fucking me over. It's you too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's that conscious, but yeah.
Nah, he ain't that kind. He just waking up.
Yeah,
just waking up. Yeah, he just waking up. I ain't gonna give him that much credit, but he waking up.
But I think that's what it is. It's like, and he don't do nothing like half-ass. So it's like, if I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna wake all y'all motherfuckers up. That's why I'm gonna rattle the cage. But at the same time, it's like, this is the question I had. You know what I mean? A few weeks ago, is he playing opposition? Is it like, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think? He playing both sides?
Is it like, I'm gonna act a fucking fool and then I'm gonna get beat down to let y'all know when y'all act a fool, y'all gonna get beat down?
Good question. I don't know.
Or
I don't
know.
I don't think so, because I think like genuinely he wants to be with his family as far as Kim and the kids and stuff. I think genuinely he wants to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he's. He definitely probably. I'm sure he definitely has a handler, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he out here.
It's weird because it's like, why he ain't been touched yet? Not that I'm wishing nothing on him. It's like people being killed for less.
Yeah, because he's not stupid. He a billionaire. He's not stupid.
But he don't walk around with. No, he do. He don't walk around with security. He will pop up at a goddamn soul food restaurant and eat by himself.
Yeah, sometimes, but he not. My point is, he not PNB Rock or none of these other folks. You got to walk around with $30 million in jewelry. You know, a reason for somebody who to rob you. You know what I'm saying? Even though you shouldn't be robbing anybody, but you know them folks out there. They're like, oh, you got it. You got all that on. Let me go ahead and take that. Go ahead and take that. I need that. You can get your own. You can get some more. I need that right now. So
yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes I don't know how to like categorize all this shit, because like Kanye was part of that, and then now he's like awakening. But I don't know, because it's like maybe he was never part of that shit when he's the only fucking motherfucker with balls enough to say George Bush don't like black people.
Yeah, folks can't forget that.
It's like, oh, Kanye's wearing the red hat, but he's the same motherfucker that said George Bush don't like black people. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
And he rest in peace, my grandmama. He dressed like my grandmother. My grandmother used to work for the Smokey the Bear motherfuckers, Forest Service or whatever. Only you can fight forest fires or whatever. Stop forest fires or whatever the fuck. My grandma used to
his big jeans and the boots.
Yes. My grandma used to get up every day with the fucking jeans and the big ass rain boots and go and work in her garden and shit. I was like, this motherfucker, ain't nobody robbing this nigga. Don't nobody want them boots.
Oh man.
This nigga, I'm telling you, this nigga wild. Swear to God, he just like my grandmother.
How you get suspended off Twitter and then Elon's his man? That shit don't make sense to me. Like Elon is his man, he got suspended off Twitter, and then Twitter got bought by Elon.
So was that trying to finalize or what? So he owned it or not?
Yeah, you see, he walked up in the office and he brought like a sink. I don't know what the
He
imagery
sink.
of was I think he's like cleaning up everything but the kitchen sink. I don't know. But you see how like you can like wild out now on Twitter? You can get a little check mark and shit.
I don't even be on that, Joe. I'll be on the ground. I don't even be on Twitter like that. Unless I get a notification of the Steelers. Something happened to the Steelers. Without bum asses. I gotta check it out.
I did
see I did see it. Oh, yeah. He do own the
White.
joint. Yeah. Cause I seen something about him. He about to let a lot of them asses go. He about to let a lot of people go.
You say Kanye retweeted Charleston White. Charleston White be saying some wild ass shit sometimes, but this nigga be saying shit that
I like Charleston White.
He be saying shit like, all right, it's like watching a car accident. But he kind of right, but it's like the way he say it is just super wild. But listen, and this is why we're talking about like the whole Willie Lynch shit. Like, have y'all like read the Willie Lynch papers? Like how they was describing how you like, you know what I mean, fuck up the fucking whole dynamic of the shit and how we still in this shit right now. We still in this curse. But all right, here we go.
And you keep whooping him in front of all these slaves. This y'all baddest one, y'all richest one. He gonna stand up to us, and we all sit there and watch. And you keep whooping him in front of all.
Right.
Yeah. I think they made mention of that to the Willie Lynch on a documentary. So
see. Yeah, man.
It's real out here. It ain't stop. It's just just 2022 Willie Lynch.
Yeah. I don't know, like touching on like race shit, but it's like obvious how like how black folk are the minority, but we're the majority as far as like social engineering. It's wild.
Yeah.
Just like do all the trends and the, you know what I mean, music and whatever. But at the same time, it's like you still at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah. Only a few.
And then to be your own people.
Get brought up.
And then be your own people that do you in.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the most janky part. And then you can see it plain as day when they start talking. Because then when the motherfuckers start talking, they now are fucking intelligent. Read right past that shit. LeBron stupid as fuck. But at the same time,
but I know he ain't go to college, but I ain't gonna say he's stupid. You know,
he's not clever. He's not clever. Okay.
All right. Okay.
But I love, you know, what LeBron stands for in the public eye, as far as being a family man, a businessman, supporting schools in his area. But he would put himself in the line of fire as far as gatekeeping for the bigger agenda to keep
falling on a sword.
Yeah, to keep us in a fucking hypnotized state.
Yeah.
He don't do nothing proactive to, you know, to elevate anybody to be in that position. None of them do. Nobody do.
Yeah, they do the charity work to. I feel like the charity stuff is like a scam. I feel like that's
it's all money laundering schemes. Yeah.
Hey, and look, I donated here. And
what was the journal Power? What was the James St. Patrick? The whatever shit. They was funneling money through that shit to fund the other dude's political party.
Exactly.
With his daughter and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, be wild.
It's a lot of shit I ain't touching.
And that's another thing. That's like why this man need to donate $500,000 to an anti whatever. Like it ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't going nowhere.
As soon as I said that, I seen that shit. I was like, all right, tell them to counter donate something.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
He just gonna openly donate
match me.
Match me.
Yeah.
That's how that shit works.
Match me.
The fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, they definitely.
That shit is 6 lashes. So you Corey, you talking all that shit, they took you out again. Oh, they took you out again. But we can close up here. We can play some of this music right now. Overtime 93 with the Flight Room TV. Make sure you follow us on every streaming site: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Listen to our audio on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, anywhere you can find podcasts. Hit the link on the bottom of the description. Make sure you rate us. Give us that good old rating. Share it with your friends. If you want to jump on this show and politic with us, you can do that. It's an open invitation for like minds. Don't be on no bullshit. We're gonna catch you on the flip. It's all love, big baby. Understand we talk about a lot of issues today, talking about black and how we pawns in this whole grand scheme of things, which is unfortunate, and how starting to lead us position itself against us. But I don't want to take away from, we are fighting a class war. It's not a race war. We are fighting a class war against the higher ups. Think about that. Catch you on the flip, y'all.